multiple men have been impersonating ICE agents to kidnap women.
And I want to just highlight something real quick. These are reports that we know of. In any case of sexual assault, a lot of these go unreported, particularly when you add on the layer of undocumented folks. They are not going to make a big, stink about it because they're very concerned about their status. So this is a very classic, I'm gonna have to say, very classic American trope of these juiced up asshole dudes going after the most vulnerable women they can find. This goes back to, the founding of this country, and violently assaulting them. There was a man in Prince George's County, Maryland, so not far from us, who raped a Latina woman while posing as an ICE agent. In Raleigh, North Carolina, a woman says that she was kidnapped and raped while the perpetrator was posing as law enforcement and threatening to deport her.
Can I just add in here that I think part of the reason that it's ICE, one is because they literally snatch people up and throw them into vans. So it'd be a little more unusual for a cop to do that. Like, obviously law enforcement's been around for a long time, so why aren't people dressing as other things before ICE became the thing? And it's A, because they're grabbing people off the street, and B, because many of them dress pretty bizarrely. They just have a police patch on, and a bandana over their face. So it's like easier to impersonate than a cop uniform.
Well, yeah, I mean, these are unmarked cars.
Yeah.
These are people dressed, they're dressed as, douchebags. A lot of them don't have any no identification that's visible. And I think that's also the problem. I mean, it takes a little bit more to get dressed as a police officer and knock on a door and, but with the way that ICE raids have been going, you just have to knock on a door and say, like, I need to see your papers. Deine Papieren, danke. It's like, you don't have to have any kind of probable cause. So, and again, I want to say that these are ones, and there are more. I don't really need to get into all of them. I just wanted to give you a sampling of the horrors. But this is something that's been happening across the country. And yet again, this is another reason why we, as community members who are not undocumented, who have a certain look, if you will, even though I'm the child of immigrants, I'm not that kind, according to the state. I think it's really important for us to show up and make sure that our neighbors who are at risk and are undocumented know that they can reach out if there's a problem, that they know their rights, that they're not opening doors to people who say that, because even if they are ICE agents, don't open your doors. And we've covered this on the show before.
Yeah, your rights to keep your doors shut.
Yeah, you don't have to let ICE agents in, even if they are actual ICE agents. Obviously, I think, like, even if there were just somebody, filming while somebody was trying to kidnap someone and rape them and posing as an ICE agent, that keeps people from doing, I'm not going to say it always does. It's not 100% guarantee, but these things help. So being in places and having the ability and the privilege of white documented folks, I think, is huge. So, but just know that this is also something that's been going on.
Yeah, pretty horrific. And just another way, I've often said ICE is a big fan of sexual predators. So just another way they're helping sexual predators out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't become an ICE agent because you're a good guy, do you?